Alice often spent her afternoons exploring the woods and fields around her home, dreaming of magical places she had only read about in books. One afternoon, while wandering through the forest near her house, Alice stumbled upon a narrow, hidden path she had never seen before. It was lined with wildflowers and seemed to beckon her forward. Intrigued, Alice decided to follow it, her curiosity outweighing her hesitation. The path wound through the trees, eventually leading Alice to a small, ornate gate covered in ivy and flowers. The gate was partially open, as if it had been waiting for her. With a mix of excitement and wonder, Alice pushed the gate wide open and stepped through. On the other side, Alice found herself in a magical place, the Garden of Dreams. The garden was like something out of a fairy tale. Flowers of every color imaginable bloomed in perfect harmony, their petals shimmering in hues of gold, silver, and pastel. The air was filled with a sweet, enchanting fragrance that made Alice feel as if she were in a dream. As Alice wandered through the garden, she noticed that each flower seemed to have its own personality. Some flowers danced in the breeze, while others sang soft, melodious tunes. She marveled at how the garden was alive with magic and wonder. In the center of the garden stood a large, ancient tree with a trunk that seemed to glow softly. Hanging from its branches were delicate, crystal-like ornaments that tinkled gently when touched by the wind. Beneath the tree was a small wooden table with an open book lying on it. Alice approached the table and picked up the book. It was an old leather-bound volume with a cover that sparkled in the sunlight. The book was titled The Secrets of the Garden of Dreams. As Alice turned the pages, she read about how the garden was a place where dreams came to life and where the imagination could flourish. The book revealed that the garden had been waiting for someone with a pure heart and a creative spirit to discover its magic. Alice realized that the garden was not just a place of beauty, but also a place where one's dreams and aspirations could take shape. Feeling inspired, Alice spent the afternoon in the Garden of Dreams, sketching and dreaming up fantastical creatures and far-off lands. As she drew, the flowers around her seemed to come to life, their colors brightening and their songs growing louder. As the sun began to set, Alice knew it was time to leave. She reluctantly closed the book and carefully placed it back on the table. With a final wistful look around the garden, she stepped back through the gate, which gently closed behind her. Alice returned home, her heart brimming with joy and inspiration. She knew that the Garden of Dreams would always be a special place for her, a sanctuary where her imagination could run wild and where the magic of dreams was always within reach.